Them songs are written in minutes, you know. The ideas come, the lyrics come, the melody comes.
Very simple lyrics, you know, things don't have to be complicated and long words that you don't understand. You know, love is very simple in its essence, and that song really captures it.
I would have loved to have been in the writer's session when that was being written. And I would have loved to have known what was going on in the lives of the guys when those words came from here to here to here so that we could hear them.
You know, there are people who know how to write, but I know that the biggest and most endearing soul songs tend to be driven by sentiment.
But when you promise somebody that you're going to take the stars out of the sky, when you promise somebody that you're going to stop the rain from falling, I mean, these are acts of God. You are in love.
Whoever wrote those lyrics, you know, meant every single syllable.
Did we get that on cassette? Yes. Okay, good.
I thought when we wrote You to Me Everything, I thought that was the best song we'd written so far, you know, as a partnership.
It was the 10th song we wrote together. I knew about this group, The Real Thing, and I thought they were a pretty good group. I was trying to get them to record one of our songs, so I got to know their manager, Tony Hall. As soon as he heard it, he said, I love this, I want to do it with The Real Thing.
I just happened to be in the office. So he puts this song on and starts playing it. Me and Tony look at each other. We had it signed, sealed and delivered before he left the office.
Literally within the next hour, we started making arrangements to go in the studio. Tony, right out of the blue, said, do you want to produce it, Ken? And I'd never produced a record.
Anyone can tape a voice, but some people, they know where to take you to get its best level, and Ken Gold was one of those people.
Probably over all the years, all the people I've worked with in the studio, I would say that Chris Amu and Billy Ocean were the best two.
With Chris' voice, you know, sometimes you hear a song and the song is suited to the voice that's singing it. And this was one of them songs.
Chris Amu is probably, for me, pound for pound, the best black British soul singer. I can't think of any others.
You know, my voice was really more thin and clear and thin, but his was like this sort of husky sort of voice where you always think, is he going to make that note?
That became an identity. That's when you heard that voice, you knew it was a real thing.
I am surprised that sort of on a global scale, his voice hasn't been more sort of recognized, because it certainly is right up there with any of the great, say, American artists.
No matter where you are, when you hear that voice, you know that it's Chris from The Real Thing.
On the 14th of May 1976, You To Me Are Everything was released in the UK, signifying a golden era for Eddie, Chris, Dave and Ray.
I could always spot a hit, and I knew that You To Me Are Everything was going to be a big hit.
The day it was released, we were actually working in Earl's Court with David Essex.
I always knew, even then, when they were doing backing vocals for me, that they would strike out on their own. I mean, they were just too talented.
You go into the studio with something that sounds like a hit. 99% of the time, the opposite is true. You To Me is released. Big deal. We thought, here we go again.
When I got that first phone call that morning, that it come into the top 40, and we were getting top of the pops, I didn't even have the bus fare to get into our manager's office from Hampstead.
After getting over the shock of it, getting in the charts on the first week of release, I think the next week was the most astonishing thing, because it went from number 22 to number 5.
And 2 weeks later, it was number 1.
Even though they didn't write it, I don't think it should overshadow the accomplishment that they had. It takes a great artist to pull off a great song.
These were kids really from the ghetto, really from our area. And number 1, you know, that you would never have dreamt that.
Anytime someone's breaking a record in music or anything like that, we should definitely hold to high regard, especially in this city.
There was a sense of pride from me about them having a #1 single.
When they hit it big, yeah, you suddenly think, crumbs, you know, we've worked together a lot, and then look at them, top of the charts.
Having them be at #1, not be American, that was one up for the UK, so to speak.
This song, this record, altered my life, altered my kids' life, and so on and so forth.
There's no doubt that You To Me Are Everything changed my life.
Ken and Mickey, thank you. Opened the doors for us.
It seems like everyone knows the song, and that to me it's almost an indescribable feeling.
Instantly. Dun, 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 dun. Soon as that starts, people know it.
How much you mean to me. There must be some other way to make you see. If it takes my heart and soul, you know I'd pay the price. Everything that I possess, I'd gladly sacrifice. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you down. Oh, baby, oh, baby. You give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you got the power, girl, to keep me holding on. So now you got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me. Oh, baby. Though you're close to me, we seem so far apart. Maybe given time, you'll have a change of heart. If it takes forever, girl, then I'm prepared to wait. The day you give your love to me,